Exactly 100 years ago, Zilker Metropolitan Park, as seen behind me, was first opened to the public. And it may be hard to believe looking at it now, but in just 1 week's time, this park will house almost 500,000 people that come in from around the world in order to experience the largest annual event held here in Central Texas the entire year, Austin City Limits Music Festival. So how is it that Austin, a city with a population of just over 900,000, is able to compensate for such a massive influx of people swarming the city over a period of just 2 weekends? Well, the short answer is modern infrastructure. So what exactly do I mean when I say modern infrastructure? Well, in the case of Austin City Limits, it's about increasing security, scalability, and accessibility for concert goers, right? You want people to feel safe and secure. You want to make sure they're protected as they come and visit a new city. You want the infrastructure physically around the park to be scalable, accessible, and large enough that you don't have any traffic congestion. And you want to have enough entrances at the park to ensure that there isn't any bottlenecks as concert goers are trying to get in. It's the same thing when it comes to IT infrastructure. In order to bring us into a modern age, in order to give us the best performing workloads and applications, what we first need to do is seek solutions that are going to give us increased scalability, accessibility, and security. So the way that we're addressing this modernization at Dell EMC is by leveraging true end-to-end NVMe technology. So what does that mean? Well, NVMe is a transfer protocol. In order for queues and commands to get from your CPU layer to your media layer, it first needs to run either across an appliance or across a transfer protocol. Traditionally, what you'll have there is either SAS or SATA. Now, the problem with SAS is that it was specifically designed to support hard spinning disk media, not high performance all flash. So what is the implication of that? Well, you're never going to be able to get your full performance because you're limited by one queue and one command at a time. To give you some perspective, that would be like trying to get the entire Houston Texans O-line to all walk up this very narrow staircase at the same time. In the physical case, they're gonna go slow and they're gonna get stuck. In the case of information systems, that means serious performance degradation. So how is NVMe different? Well, by giving you better performance and by leveraging true machine learning, artificial intelligence, and data analytics, we're able to finally allow you to leverage the full potential of flash technology. In addition to giving you the ability to fully leverage the performance of your flash technology, what NVMe also does is pave the way for the next generation of media, SCM or storage class media. When paired with SCM, what NVMe gives you the ability to do is increase that same one queue, one command to 64,000 queues, running 64,000 commands, all at the exact same time. This means a huge increase in the amount of performance that you're going to get, and it means a huge increase in what your technology is capable of doing. So at this point you may be asking yourself, well, why would I need that much performance? I'm not in charge of NASA trying to get people to Mars. I don't run the New York Stock Exchange. Well, earlier this year, the IDC came out with a report that predicted that by 2020, between 65 to 75% of Fortune 2000 companies would have at least one mission-critical workload that leveraged real-time big data analytics. What that means is that regardless of what industry you find yourself in order to stay competitive just in the next 3 years, you're going to need to modernize your infrastructure with solutions that are incredibly high-performing, efficient, and scalable. And the only solution today that checks all those boxes is PowerMax by Dell EMC, the fastest storage array on the market.